Hey guys, welcome back to another indie game. Actually, today we are doing what is it, Little Green Girl. It's been on Steam. It says it's developed by UFO Team, and I believe this is their first game. So shout out to them. And also, this is the publisher is Moonworks. I believe they've published other games before and made other games before. So of course I'll put their Twitter and all that, in the bio. Thank you to them again for sending me another key. But again, you know me, just because you send me a key doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be automatically just loving the game. We're going to critique it fairly. All right. And by the way, my name's 24 Night, Leon for short, just in case I did not say that because I don't remember saying it. But let's get started. Also, this is a visual novel. Sorry. Thought I mentioned that. Okay. Hey. 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 There she is. Christina. Today I would definitely tell her. Am I a high school guy? Ah, man. Of course. I'm a man in my 20s playing a high school guy. Definitely. Okay, just calm down. Everything is fine. Christina, hi. Let's go to No. First, I should ask politely if she's free today. Right. Christina, if you aren't busy today after school, would you like to go to... Crap. Where to? A cafe? A pizza place? What if she doesn't like pizza? Words don't come easy. Christina's ravishing blue eyes look at me. She smiles heavenly. I hate myself. Roma, hello. Hi. Do you want to tell me something? Christina, you... Well, you and me, What the fuck is happening? Stop mumbling and kiss me already. That's insane! Dude, what am I playing? What am I playing? No. Hey. No, not now. Please. Oh my god, I didn't know it was a visual novel like this. Well, now I have to put 18 plus. Okay. I sat up in my bed, breathing heavily. What a pity. My stupid alarm clock ruined everything. One more second and we would have kissed. At least in a dream. Christina haunts my dreams. I like her so much. Alas, she's so beautiful and popular. I would never be courageous enough to tell her what I almost told her in my dream. We see each other every day, but to her I'm just a friend. What am I playing? I close my eyes, trying to imagine Christina and hoping for my dream to come back. After all, about 10 minutes or so. Wait, hello? What do you do? Wait, did I just touch myself? However, my bedroom door suddenly swung open and someone approached my bed. Hey, quit snoozing. Come on, get up. We're going to be late. Rise and shine. Annie, get off me. We'll be fine. Get off? Really? Just you wait. Is it my big sister? Little sister? It's the little sister. The bed arched down under the extra weight. I was startled without mercy, and right over my ears, something metal rang deafenly. My young sister sat on top of me with a metal scoop in her hands, ruthlessly hitting it with a laddie. I said laddie. Ladle. What's wrong with me? Why the fuck did I say that? Get up, you sleepyhead. I made you breakfast. Now quit dawdling. Get back to earth. She nodded with a sneer and tried to drag my blanket away. Take that. Fucking pillow. I pulled the pillow from under my head and hit the brat lightly, holding the blanket with my other hand. Oh yeah? Take that. Anya gently poked my stomach with her fist, laughing brightly. Was it briefly or brightly? Whatever. I swung my pillow again, but my sister easily avoided it and sniffed as I offended her deeply. Why are you trying to hit me? What an actress. It's almost a waste, honestly. To show you the borders. Get out of my room. Let me get dressed. Oh, aren't you a shy boy? Have you forgotten us bathing together? That's awkward. That was in your first grade, long before the dinosaurs. Okay, whatever. Just hurry up already. Your fried eggs aren't getting any hotter. She stuck her tongue out and popped out of the room. On the table, I found 2 plates with fried eggs. Anya also built herself a monstrous sandwich and gazed at it, figuring out which side she should dig into it first. That is a monstrous sandwich. Oh, there you are. And I thought I'd have to drag you here by the ears. Or by something else. Come on, eat. What? Hey, man. What's going on? With a gesture, she hinted me on that something else and bit into her sandwich. You'll get fat with these sandwiches of yours. Look at your sides bulging already. Don't be so dull. I'm still growing. Yeah, growing wide. That's insane. I can quit cooking if my food makes you so unhappy. Enjoy your instant ramen. Dry. I came up to her, gave her a hug, stroked her hair. Come on, Annie. You know I'm just kidding. You are the best sister ever. Thanks, I guess. Love you too. But you're still an ass. Smart, pretty, and a wonderful cook. Wow, so much flattery. Just to avoid cooking. Was it that obvious? Yep. I looked at the one empty chair beside the table, vexed. Is Dad away again? Anya nodded. He is. Left around 5 in the morning. Said that he'd be back way too late. Told us to go to bed without waiting. Since our mom passed away, we were almost on our own. Thanks to him, we have everything we need, but sometimes it feels like he's just a stranger staying at our place for a couple of days a week. I'll soon forget how he looks like. Chin up. I'll make something tasty on Saturday, and we'll have an actual family dinner. Yeah, sounds nice. By the time Anya finished her breakfast, put the dishes in the sink. Leave it. I'll wash the plates when I come back. Sure, you will. It's your turn today. She stuck her tongue out again and breezed out to get dressed. It's Monday. I didn't really want to go to school. Even thought about skipping. I manned up with some effort, took my leave. Yeah. That's what you get for not believing in prophetic dreams. As soon as we left the house, I saw Christina walking down the street. She didn't notice us, though. I'm greener. Feeling a bit lost at first, I somehow managed a weak greeting. Hi! Roma? Good morning. Have you also decided to be late? He sleeps for far too long. I barely woke him up in the morning. Christina looked at me with her eyes wide open. Woke him up? Are you two living together? Well, of course. Oh. We actually do talk sometimes, but mostly it's just small talk about lessons and school, just classmates. It seems she didn't actually know about my little sister. Ani, mind your words, at least sometimes. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, I'm his sister, Anya. Hi, nice to meet you. My classmate laughed quietly, like I could have imagined some things, but in her laughter, I think I've heard some relief. And I got confused for a moment. Nice to meet you. I'm Christina, your brother's classmate. Are you? Well, I feel your pain then. You aren't sitting beside him, I hope. No. Why the fuck she look at me like that? Looked at me, then secretly gave me a wink. Okay. Oh, I completely forgot. I didn't finish my homework for Russian language, Roma. I have to hurry. Bye. Well, before I could answer, she grabbed her school bag and ran ahead, soon turning around the corner. Fast. Yeah. Such an energetic girl. You two are quite different. You're always calm and reserved. Yeah, you aren't the first to tell us that. I didn't even know you have a sister. She hesitated for a moment, then added, I always wanted to have a little sister. It's fun, isn't it? Indeed. Super fun. Really wanted to talk to her a bit more, but then she went quiet, and I had no topics to discuss. So we just walked together. Just for a moment, I thought we looked like a couple. What if that was the reason why Anya ran away? Did she want to leave us two alone? Anyway, we've already talked long enough. Longer than I could imagine. Excuse me. She probably has somebody. She is so beautiful. She is smart. I shuddered. A dirty blue car passed right in front of me. Christina grasped my hand, keeping me safe from the accident. What are you doing? It's red. Got lost in my own thoughts. Sorry. Thanks. Well, you're welcome. And what were you thinking about then? Almost answered. About you, but held my tongue. Instead, I smiled and shook my head. It's a secret. As you wish. Christina made sure that I am fine and let go of my hand. I sighed wistfully. We were quiet for the rest of our way. This man's hopeless. There it is. The second act. Oh, dude. What's wrong with me today? The second academic gymnasium. We call it Academy for short. As far as I'm concerned, there is neither any first ones in our town nor third or fourth. Sometimes I wish I was studying in a public school. Our dad insisted on this one because it would be much easier to enter a university after finishing the academy. Maybe he's right, but all these posh customs, starting with our painfully elegant uniform and finishing with in-depth study of every school subject, which they name advanced study load. Damn. Thank God I didn't do this. Just a few moments before the bell, the hall was almost empty. Ah, fuck. The security guard at the entrance glanced at me without any interest, but paid noticeably more attention to Christina. Makes me wish to throw something heavy at him. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Then his poker face finally softened, and he nodded at us. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Christina looked at me. Right on time, are we not? I think so. Go ahead. I need to check the schedule. Okay then. Don't be late. She hurried upstairs, and I made myself look busy with typing something into my tablet. I sure wanted to go upstairs with her, alongside her, maybe even help her on her way up, take her hand, if anything a slight stumble perhaps, but we were so awkwardly silent for the last few minutes, it almost felt physically painful. I had no thoughts of appropriate to say to her, only trivial and pathetic ideas. It's better for me to look busy rather than dumb. The whole day is still ahead of me. I'll have a chance to talk to her some more, probably in a couple of minutes. I will sure have a chance to listen to her notations and about being late still. No, wait. I don't reckon she likes slackers. I should actually hurry up after all. Maybe I can even catch up to her and say something about the schedule, and we'll have a nice conversation. Yeah, let's do that. I almost felt excited because of the thought and rushed up the stairs. Running is actually forbidden, so no late students injure themselves, but the hall attendants were only present between the third and the fourth floors. I wonder whose idea that was to place higher classes up at the top floor. Upon reaching the third floor, I almost was out of breath. I still had 2 to go. During advisory, when they told us about our school customs, they mentioned that classrooms planning with juniors on the first floors and seniors on the highest floors symbolizes our way to the top, but later, Dad told us that they organized it the way it was just to save money on land leaves. True. Anyhow, our classroom was on the 5th floor, and when I finally reached it, I was literally struggling to breathe. The most annoying was also the fact that I forgot my tablet clock being 10 minutes fast. Thus, I was on time. I rushed to my desk to prepare the lesson and sat back to catch my breath. Ramka, and I thought you won't show up today. The talker smacked my shoulders and sat down beside me. Is this one of the girls I was looking at in the game? Well, sat down doesn't really cut it. Almost crashed onto the chair. Where does she get so much energy from? Hi, Slava. You pest. I asked you a million times. Stop calling me boys' names. I am not a boy. She actually pointed at her chest to prove those words. My bad. Sorry. Really. You should be. Well, anyway, how was your weekend? Hey, thanks for asking me, and my PC had a great time together. Could there be anything else? I didn't say that out loud, of course. Stasha may look lightheaded, but she is very serious about healthy lifestyle, so she would surely lecture me at the end times, or at least until the bell. I had a walk, did some cleaning, some laundry, some cooking. Boring. At least have you seen the match? The match? I wonder which one does she mean. Sasha is one of the best swimmers of the school swimming team. She is also good at soccer, plays airsoft, and she's generally interested in all kinds of sports. Sadly, we don't have a girls' soccer team, but she also trains with guys, and she doesn't go easy on them. Hello, Roma. Which planet did you come from? Our Panthers? We're on a regional team. Well, they ended up in a smoke, of course. It's their new coach's fault. He's totally good for nothing. If it was up to me, I would never let the old one retire. Panthers? Right. So, on their away match, I sighed, checked the time, 4 minutes of sports, news to endure, what can I do? Before the academy, Stasha used to be my classmate, so to her, it seemed obvious we should always be hanging together. She exhausts me sometimes with never-ending energy, but I don't have many friends, thus, usually, there's plenty of time to listen to her stories about sports events. The bell stopped my brooding. The lesson started.
Self-voicing enabled.
Self-voicing
disabled.
Jesus Christ. The bell stopped my brooding. Stasha went back to her desk. Glanced at the furthest row. I like to look at Christina when she's busy studying. She's gorgeous when she looks at the blackboard, biting her pen. I don't want to read that. Nothing surprises about that. Christina is the class monitor, so sometimes she has to visit a teacher's room during the lessons. One missed lesson can't hurt her perfect grades. During the break, I picked a quiet place and retreated to my tablet to finish my book. But when I got to the best part of the story, a girl's hand interrupted the process. Covering the screen on my tablet, somebody pulled my sleeve. Roma, listen, have you seen Christine? Yeah. Yeah, we came together. You did? Huh. Do you often watch the school together? I wouldn't say so. That's the first time. An accident, to be honest. No fun at all. And I thought what? She originally waved her hand and laughed. Nothing. No, I meant, have you seen her recently? I need her, and I can't find her anywhere. Can't find her nowhere. She's probably in the teacher's room. No, she is not. Well, don't know then. Ask your friends. Call her, maybe? She doesn't answer her phone. She's probably busy, you know. It's the end of the year. She's got things to do. We have things to do as well. We have the competition at the end of the term. Can you even believe that? What? What kind of competition? Well, it's nothing special, I guess. Swimming, city level. I expected a long story about the competition, its leaders, its outsiders, and overall preparation, but Stasha just flicked her bangs to the side like a boy and let out a sigh. Well, you let me know if you see her, okay? Okay. Stasha turned away and headed to the stairs. Cool. I was just about to continue reading my book when somebody distracted me again. Jeez. I raised my eyes at my classmate. Ah, Yuri. Hey, reading a book, as you can see. Yeah, funny joke. Have you heard the news? Have you heard the noise? What noise? Something went boom, like an explosion. I was probably heading up the stairs at that moment. Somebody probably decided to finish their fireworks stash after yesterday. It was the city day, after all, a reason to pop a firework. Maybe you're right. He adjusted his glasses and looked at the window. I looked as well, reflexively. Thick clouds of gray smoke were rising up from the inside the park. Is it garbage burning? Just to add the town's air pollution. By the way, Stasha's looking for Christina. Have you seen her? Yuri looked at me over the glasses, his eyes laughing. Right, Stasha is. Yes, she is. Quit it. Nope, I haven't seen her. She might be at the canteen. Let's go look for her and have a snack while we are there. The canteen is actually gorgeous, and it looks like a nice cafe, but everyone calls it canteen out of habit. Even teachers thought they'd never do it. When the headmaster might hear it, he really overreacts, even at the slightest disrespect towards his beloved school. I wasn't hungry, so I just shook my head. I've had my share of stairs for today. Thank you. As you wish. I'll go then. I desperately need a drink. Want anything? Are you going to be back in time? Easy now. You are talking to the school's gold medal winner for running. And when was it? Like a century ago? In elementary. Whatever. Still sounds cool. 5 minutes is plenty. Come up with something if the teachers ask. Yeah, as if I had any other choice. Go on then. Don't waste any more of your 5 minutes. Yuri ran downstairs, skipping steps. He's changed a lot during the time we didn't hang out together. My phone displayed my sister's face, and I embraced the fact that I won't read much of my book today. Bro, I need you. $1 million business. $1 million, you say? Go on. You wanted to go shopping today, didn't you? Yeah, I should. I don't want any more fried eggs. I'd rather have some meat. I buy everything myself. Deal? And yet, I'll go. It's going to be too heavy for you. No, I won't. I promise. Do you remember Andrea? Andre? Wait, was it Andre? Andrea? Andre? His name's Ann now. Andre? The guy that used to bring your homework when you were sick? Yup, exactly. He'll go with me and help me carry the bags. Got it? And maybe I'll invite him over for tea. So just maybe, call me when you head home, right? You should have said so from the start. Dear brother, I'll have a dude over. Take a hike. Oh, you. Somebody poked my back with a fist. Anya stood right behind me, grinning. Have a dude over? What? Anya, were you just standing here? Well, what if I was? Give me money. I sighed and handed over the card. Don't just waste everything on sweets. Don't tell me how to live my life. Better help me financially. You've got anything left for yourself? Yeah. Good. Imagine yourself actually growing a pair to invite Invite that Christina over yours somewhere without that money? Whoa. Good. Imagine yourself actually growing a pair to invite that Christina of yours somewhere without money? She isn't mine. And will never be if you're planning to be this slow. Someone else might be quicker, you know, and you'll be kicking yourself so hard afterwards. Oh, the floor attendants. I shouldn't be here. I'm out. See you at home. She snuck the card into her uniform pocket and ran downstairs. Visiting other floors was not exactly forbidden, but never encouraged. Just one more lesson. That's it. I have no electives and no clubs or after school activities of any kind, so a couple minutes past midday, I was already free. The weather was so fine that I didn't want to go home right away. Since Annie took shopping over, I decided to take a walk. Anya always jokes about it, says I act like an old man, but I actually enjoy spending an hour or two in some quiet corner outside with a book, losing myself between pages of action and adventures. Nothing ever happens in real life. No dragons, no princesses, no green-skinned Martians wielding swords, no summer camps with girls in short skirts, ready for everything. Nothing. Not even a simple time machine. Maybe I shouldn't give up on miracles so easily, since I'm still only a high schooler, but I can't really help it, I guess. Roma, what are you doing here? Hey, I thought of reading a book here. Yourself? I was heading home. Look, there's still smoke. I was actually intrigued, to be honest. Check for yourself. Here he took a sip of cola and pointed his finger at my favorite bench. There was no bench. There was no tree. They used to shade it there. To shade it either. There was, however, a crater about 2 meters deep. Some workers wearing orange seemed quite busy doing something around it. Scattering swear words, they swear try and get a rope-bound stone sphere out of the crater. It looked like a half-open walnut, but with the size of a fitness ball and a heavy one. A black car with flasher was parked nearby, and 2 men in suits managed... What is that? Okay. The crater was actually the source of the smoke that we've noticed from the old school window. Well, it's old now. What's happened? Was it a gas explosion? Wait, no. There shouldn't be any gas pipes in the park. A part of the alley that we stood was at a fence with a tape saying, "Keep out, danger." Well, yeah. Of course, these kinds of things could only stir up our curiosity. We went under the tape and came closer. Everybody was so busy that no one paid any attention to us. What do you think? It looks like a shell crater. I almost stepped into a puddle of something silverous liquid with a strong almond smell. Gross. What's even that? Paint, I guess? Why would that be paint? Why would there be paint here? He giggled, took the final sip, and threw his empty can away. You two! Please step out now. EOD operations are in process. It's dangerous. This is not a bomb, is it? The sphere? Yeah, what is it? The man looked at us, then at the crater again. I expected him to yell, "Get out!" or something, but he explained in almost a friendly tone. It's none of your business, actually, but it's either way gonna be in the news tomorrow. Somebody set off a homemade bomb here. There could be more of them. So step out, or better, go home. I don't fancy getting pieces of you from the trees, or lift is broken. Or our lift is broken. He laughed at his own joke. Wah, ha, 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 ha. I imagine that's how he laughs. Sorry, we'll be on our way. Well, hurry up. You should have just said Men in Black. I know his Man in Black would be kind of funny. Yuri looked around, then at his phone. Yeah, frankly, I gotta go. You coming? I'll walk a little more. Till tomorrow, then. I'll tell the class that you've exploded it if you don't show. Genius. See you. I followed Yuri, walking away with my eyes. Then I stepped out the fence. I leaned against a tree and watched workers wrapping a walnut with canvas and loading it casually into the car trunk. If it's some kind of an explosive, they surely are careless with it. Suddenly, I noticed something that made me forget about pioneering nuances. Christina? Our class monitor looked at me with a blank stare, as if she didn't recognize me. I felt uneasy. Christina. She seemed to expect something from me. Do you know what that is? A meteorite. A small, hollow meteorite of natural origin. palisite, most likely, but need analyzing before an accurate estimation. Is she a meteorite expert? Who would have thought? But why is she acting so strange? Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. A man in a black suit headed toward us. He told us to leave. Now he's gonna scold us. What are you doing here anyway? I'm an idiot. Surely she's gonna say, nothing much, waiting for my date, and then what am I gonna do? Nothing. Let's get away from here then, okay? This thing actually might explode. Yes, this is not completely impossible. There's a chance. Let's go. Why did you skip the lessons? The lessons? Well, yes. I mean, you are, of course, a straight A student, but skipping is not cool, right? No biggie, though. I have all the notes. You want to take a copy? She looked at me silently. What's wrong with her? Can she be in shock seeing all that damage? Wait a minute. In movies, there are severe destructions from meteorites this big, and what we've got here is a tiny crater. Something doesn't add up. I sighed. Let us try again. Christina, do you want to come to my place to copy today's notes? I expected her to reject, but she actually gave me a nod. Let's go to your place. Now that's what I call dreams come true. And we could do our homework if you wish together. Do you want to? Christina, with a weird expression, looked at the workers handling the walnut. Then she turned to me. We should go. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, something's wrong with her. Obviously, it's most likely she's either an alien, a parasite got into her, something like that. My heart raced to my place. Wait. Anya's there with that friend of hers. I should call her. She's not gonna answer either. Hello? Anya, what's up? I'm going home now with a friend. Are you two fine? Are you two there fine? There's only me here. That oof gave me a kiss on the cheek at the door, dropped the bags and left. He'd even stay for tea, the dope. Are you home? Nope, at a cafe with a friend. Gonna drown my sorrows. Don't you dare touch any liquor. I'll spank you so hard you won't be able to sit for a week. I glanced at Christina, but she paid no attention to our conversation. You bonehead. I'm drowning them in chocolate shakes. Say though, do you want to spank me that much? I mean, if this is your thing, then I'll comply, I guess. Just be gentle, will you? That's... Who wrote this game? Stop that. Listen here. I'm going home now, with Christina. Really now? My dear brother finally brings a girl over, and me and Dad were starting to lose our hope. Okay, you sweethearts. Understood? I'll stay at Sveda's till night. Sveda? Christina waited calmly for me to finish talking. What's happened to her? It's like she's under something. No, this is absolutely impossible for such a girl to do things like that. Just something on her mind. Were you there when it exploded? No. I came there 11 minutes, 28 seconds after the explosion. Yeah, why do you know the exact time? Wow. I actually never expected with such behavior from you. Understood, though. Nobody wants to study when it's so nice outside. I wanted to skip too, call in sick or something, but I've already skipped 2 days in. You told me about the notes? Where are you going to give them? When are you going to give them to me? Well, not outside, of course. We'll get inside. You can copy there comfortably at the table. Understood. On our way home, I tried several times to start a conversation, but with no luck. Christina either kept quiet or replied with a word or two, mostly making no sense. And when she tried to cross the street against the traffic, I actually freaked out. I wonder if she's actually in shock from the explosion. Here we are. Take off your clothes, come inside. I'll print the homework. Wait. Whoa. Hey, what the fuck? I didn't even finish the sentence. I turned around at the bags and blah, 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 blah. What the fuck's happening? What's happening? I don't even want to finish that. That's it. Either I'm still in my bed sleeping, or that flying meteorite thing gave me some kind of superpower. I'll be gobsmacked. Does this mean all the girls are going to undress themselves before me now? This isn't Galgun, bro. It doesn't work that way. What is this? Christina? Well, I was trying to say anything. She just continued to take off her clothes. Christina, what are you doing? Stop that. She stopped and looked at me calmly. I'm taking off my clothes. You told me to. What's wrong with you? What's wrong? She suddenly leaned on one side and started to slowly collapse. I darted to catch her, but wasn't able to hold up because of her weight. The only thing I succeeded to do was pulling her closer to me, thus she just fell on me instead of the floor. Ah, golly. Impossible. She's so graceful, slim even. She can't weigh much. Felt like a marble statue crushed on me, although a warm and soft one. Also, poorly clothed. Please let there be one to come here. No one to come here. Especially Anya. They will never believe that girl just undressed herself and fell down on me. The entrance door is still wide open. Someone will definitely walk past it. I tried to move away from under Christina, but to no avail. Someone came in, and it's probably Anya. Well, what is happening here? A pleasant young woman with a briefcase stood in our entryway and looked at us. I even thought that I know her. She lived in the same house, maybe on another floor. Who are you? Please help. She just fainted. Yeah, no worries. It's okay. Nothing's okay. She's unconscious. See? My, that's misfortunate. That's misfortune? Just a second. Be quiet yet. She sat near us, opened her case, and got out a white orb with the size of a big grapefruit. The orb made a buzzing sound, opened up, and took the form of a mechanical spider. Then climbed up my leg to reach Christina's back. I flabbergastedly stared at it. What's that? Christina moved, and I suddenly realized that she became lighter. She stuck her head and sat straight on the floor. Well, better. Condition satisfactory. What the fuck's going on? I doubt that. Can you stand? No. Regeneration in process. What is happening? Who are you? What's with Christina? Who's that robot orb? Calm down, boy. My name is Alexandra. Sorry, I'm not. Your name's Alex. You can call me Alexa. Not Sasha, not Shura, Alexa. What was your name? Remind me? Roman. Great, my pleasure. Now we are acquainted. Tell me now, why are you calling this girl Christina? What else should I call her? This is Christina, my classmate. She does act really strange, though. What's happening to her? The woman ignored my question, took the spider from Christina's shoulder, and put it onto the table. Ah, that explains everything. You know that girl, Christina. That's a simple coincidence. Good. It means I don't need to disintegrate you. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why? Why would you do that? Shush. That's a joke. To diffuse the tension, you know? Did it work? No! No, it did not. Oh, but it should. Your complicated emotions are so complicated. What? Whatever. Help me put her on her feet. Then we can talk. Together, we lifted Christina, who wobbled a bit from the floor, and sat her down on the sofa. Do you have some coffee, maybe? I haven't had a bite since this morning. I do. Should I make you a sandwich? Oh, if you please. Christina, would you like some coffee? No, don't. She doesn't need anything for now. Okay. I went to the fridge with the beeping and buzzing spider robot accompanying me. The absurdity just went over the top. My classmate is changing her body weight, a woman coming to my place with a robot in her case. She also wants coffee, and I am also making her some along with sandwiches, feeling I'm delusional. It might still be a dream, right? I brought a cup of coffee back to my lady guest, waited for a moment. She kept her silence. I finally snapped. Are you gonna tell me everything? Do you like science fiction? I remembered my book, the one I wanted to read so much. I actually do. Why? Great. It's going to be a help a lot. Don't panic. Take it easy. Deal? I wonder why it is always creeping you out when someone asks you not to panic. I swallowed and tried to silence my trembling knees. I won't panic. You see, the girl on your sofa isn't actually human. Is it some kind of joke? Who is she then? You have this saying that it's better to see something once than to hear about it 1,000 times, right? Check this out. What the fuck am I looking at? What is that? I almost spilled my coffee out of shock. I also have no idea how I was but dude, fuck the thing. What's happening? The tentacles slowly clasped around the sandwich. The day of the tentacles. Okay. The the developer's favorite genre. That's the name of the achievement. That's funny. In a couple of seconds, there was nothing left except maybe some crumbs. Did she eat the sandwich with her? How'd you do that? Alexa looked at me and smiled, then her hand became normal again, like it was just a human hand. Yup. She had usual female fingers, her nails, with a discreet but neat manicure. Looking at those, no one could imagine they were able to turn into whatever that was. What was that? You promised me you won't panic. I don't see such things every day, you know. Fair enough. Let's continue our conversation. Yes? Do I even have a choice at this point? Sure, we can disintegrate you, or erase your memory, or... She paused and smiled again. I don't actually want to choose that. Or we can just ask you not to tell anybody about all this. There aren't too many people out there who would believe you. Almost none, I'd say. Also, our sojourn is covered. They will probably send you to a sanitarium in the end. I reckon you don't want that either. Am I right? You're right. But who are you? I looked at Christina, sitting there calmly with her eyes closed. If she made out tentacle bands... Wait, yeah, then... Okay, wait, so she's still a girl then, right? Are you sure you want more details? This knowledge is tough. My experience tells me you have a hard time dealing with it, and I have no memory erasing skills. Wait, you just told you whatever. So, what do you decide? Give me that knowledge. Fine, we are... Okay, you're aliens. The mission is purely exploratory. No need to worry. Are you studying us? Like kidnapping people, making experiments? Also, I got embarrassed asking that, and I stopped. Yes, please, continue. What did you want to ask? Dissecting humans? To be honest, yes, something like that. Where do you even get these weird kind of ideas? We are studying our... I pressed spacebar to maybe physical... I don't know what you said. To be precise, your emotions, we have nothing like it. Our mentality is completely separated from our psychology, and your species tied them together, so to speak. It's unusual, it's unnatural, and also quite intriguing to study. I mean, there are some extraterrestrial races that we know which have an analogy of what you have, but it's merely a side effect of their evolution, and you've got a whole bouquet of chemical and cognitive processes. It's astounding. You were able to evolve into an intelligent species with an anomaly like that. Somehow, I felt offended. A flock of silverish bands and strings thinks that we are astounding. To study become anomalies. Right, yes, I get it. You study us. So, what now then? Now, we have to wake up this sleeping beauty. I think her regeneration process is finished now. Odd how she was able to think her words through and talk after what happened to her. Is she, too, from your planet? Yes, it's a part of her academic activity. Practical training, if you please. Just like that? Well, sure. If you want, I can give you a scary story about a young and daring alien who wanted to open ground to the biggest alien invasion to Earth. Who needs that, even? Okay, I'm officially offended now. By the way, you do act like a real human. Very convincingly so. Well, I do live here for a long time, enough to understand and adopt your mindset and behavioral patterns. How long? Now, you don't ask ladies such questions. Okay. Delicious. I have to admit, it was worth covering the distance between our worlds for these seeds of yours. Do you even feel that? The taste? Alexa gave me a weary smile. Are you in entomology? Did you have at least university level of understanding the subject? I thought of becoming a doctor. However, no, not right now. Then I won't explain. Have it as a fact. We are imitating human forms. We feel these things. We can taste, smell, ache, be hot or cold. Can't say it's always convenient. Also, the transformation process is a hard one. Ah, she came too. Christina opened her eyes and whimpered quietly. The spider jumped from the table and on her knees, buzzing gently. What the fuck is she saying to me? Stop. Repeat that, but in a local language. The regeneration process is finished. Good. Explain the situation now. You violated all of our security protocols. You disclosed yourself before the Earthlings. Didn't you wait for your mentor and abandon the landing site? Why? The landing occurred in emergency mode. Something created heavy background noises. The transport module broke. The Earthlings took the remains of the shell. The essential measure should be no need. I settled the matter. Go on, continue. I waited for my mentor, but he didn't show up. The Earthlings took the module and began to search the area around the landing site. I acted according to the backup plan. I took an appearance of the first local person I saw and copied its behavior. The local person noticed me during the transformation process and ran away. Copied its behavior. Wait. Okay, so yeah, Christina was there and Christina fucking ran off. Yes, there was a local girl whose appearance I copied. She saw me and left immediately. I hope she's okay. Roman was the one who came and talked to me. I didn't run because of shock and continued to imitate human behavior, waiting for the restoration process to finish, and also lost consciousness in his apartment. Conscious. You failed in every step, not a bright start of your educational program. I am guilty. What do I do with you? I can't get in touch with your mentor. That's bad. She looked at me. Roma, we have to bother you for a little while more. First, her appearance must be changed. I'm not an adaptation expert. I am more like an executive. We need your help. She took a folder with colorful prints from her case. Help us choose her appearance. You do understand that two identical schoolgirls, such a small town, would attract unnecessary attention. We need something ordinary, inconspicuous. Checked the folder and turned red. I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. Why are we doing this right now, though? We have to hurry. On her current appearance, we'll consolidate soon. To me, you all look alike. I didn't learn to appreciate these human exteriors. You choose. There were chubby girls, skinny girls, huge girls, small, delicate girls, black-skinned girls, extremely pale girls. I felt awkward. Then my attention was captured by this one picture. Can't say I only checked her face, because I have to admit that I checked everything else as well, but she was also so, well, this one, I guess. Yes, heights and weights are almost identical. This one is an excellent choice. Go on, transform. In front of a local citizen? What do you mean? Ah, him. Right. Roman, turn away, please. I complied and turned my back. Is this something personal? Something you don't do in front of a stranger? Not really. However, it comes with the ultraviolet light emission. Your eyesight might be damaged. Oh, understood. Closed my eyes and heard an unusual noise. It's done. You can turn now. I see ass. The exact same stunning, beautiful girl I chose from all the pictures. She also had the same amount of clothes on her. None. I turned away as fast as I could. Is everything fine? Yes, the transformation process went well. Trying not to look back, I asked with my shaking voice, why is she? There's nothing on. It has to be like that. We can imitate clothes if it's an emergency, but it's not practical for regular use. Imagine having a separate as a layer of your body to undress. Such clothes also turn into dust in a couple of hours. As I said, impractical. She went silent for a second, then sighed. We've already overstayed our welcome, but do you mind? Do you maybe have some clothes for her? I can't just walk her to my apartment like this. It can raise questions. Yeah, we'll go to Anya's room. Let's hope my family won't come home right away. It's going to be tough to explain. There are two women in my room and completely naked. I searched the wardrobe. Anya's clothes won't do. Too small. Okay, however, my sport. Okay. I carefully avoided looking at Christina and gave her the clothes to Alexa. Here you go. And sneakers. Sorry. No girl clothes. Perfect. I'll return everything afterwards, okay? That's fine. I don't even wear it anymore. Cool. Thank you. We should go. Ah, yes. That's a nice first lesson to you. You should thank people who helped you. No need to. Yes, there is. The girl looked at me with a blank expression as she did before. However, something has changed suddenly, as if she was trying to smile but wasn't sure how to start. Thank you. You helped a lot. I am grateful. You are welcome. See you. And remember, no tittle-tattle. Even if that's the friend of yours, eh? Christina, right? Yeah, nope. We aren't even close. Not even close. To the point where you invite her over, huh? Get the fuck out of my house. Alexa took Christina by the arm and, yeah. The door closed after them. I actually pinched myself, just in case. It did hurt. I wasn't dreaming. I didn't panic even, though. Alexa had thought I would. However, I felt weird. Aliens, robots, those intimate moments with a girl. Not terrestrial one, sadly, but she did some improvised striptease, so to say. The loud bang from the front door pulled back from my wandering mind. Hey, bro, how was it? Where is she? She just left. Uh-oh, she got bored? Yes? Lame. And I thought I'd be able to catch you two kissing. I even wanted to take a picture for a family album. Take a picture of your beloved Andre. Yeah, just don't. She sat near me and saw the second cup of coffee. Oh, you drink coffee together. Sweet. And I brought shortcakes. Did you see them in the fridge? I didn't. I had something else on my mind. Oh, really? Tell me. There's nothing to tell. We sat, we drank coffee. That's it. She was also naked and fell on me an extra shoulder. But let's not talk about that. Something like that, sis. How was your day, by the way? Well, that's already a start. I'm going to drag Andre to the amusement park this weekend. Well, he's going to think that he's inviting me, of course. How do you do that? They'll just give him a proper hint. You guys won't understand all the aspects. Aren't you sly and sneaky, little sister? You are a simpleton. Instead, who's the old one in this family? You do like Christy, don't you? I do. She likes you too. Where'd you even get that? Romic, she dropped in for tea. At least she doesn't detest you. She's fine with you. Come on. Why are you so dull? And you are the smartest, aren't you? I grabbed her barefoot and tickled. Yeah, that's fine. She sat closer after she was done with the laughter and hugged my arm. Cheer up. You've got your bright sides as well. You are so a good cook. Right. Is that one of your proper hints? Yep. Then go wash your hands and help me cut vegetables. What a twist. When I woke up, I was actually pretty sure that all of that happened yesterday was merely a dream. No way it wasn't. It just can't be true. Aliens don't just turn into girls you find pretty and attractive, and then sexy tutors, and it was a dream, which is a pity. I remember Christina lying up. All right, man. What are we doing? Realistic. I get you. Get that off my goddamn screen. There was this boring routine. I had to do it again. Take a shower, eat breakfast, going to school. I really want holidays. We had a couple of red letter days in May, but the closer it was summer, the less I wanted to study. Searched through my closet to find a fresh tee and suddenly felt uneasy. I couldn't see my sportwear. What the? Did Anya take it? Or was that actually true? Staring into the closet, I touched my ribs. There was a bruise around the spot where the alien girl landed. It wasn't a dream, was it? And at that moment, I felt scared. Yesterday, I had listened dumbly to the story of this Alexa lady like a moron. Because of the presence of a half-naked Christina, now I realize that this is very... Yeah. Sure, one of them had promised to not cut me into pieces or insert probes into my body. Still, that's Anya. Romic, you awake? Yeah, coming. You aren't trying to oversleep today, for real? Unbelievable. Move then, or else your breakfast will get cold. Yep. You alright? Absolutely fine. I'm good. I heard the steps moving away and sighed. We aren't going to meet each other again, right? We lived in the same house for years and nothing. No Alexa, no problems. Sure, it's not like you learn from alien existence every day. Hello, human. We are here from another planet. Would you like to look through some photos of Nick? Yeah, that's weird. Amir said that Anya was gone. Turned on the laptop and checked on my precious jewel. A picture of where Christina and I were photographed together. It just happened randomly. We were beside each other when the photographer took the picture, and then after removing the classmates around us, we looked like a couple and in love. I smiled at Christina on the picture. See you soon. Suddenly, something loud buzzed behind my back. It's the fucking... Yeah, I knew it. It's a fucking spider. But my hand just moved reflexively. Take that! I hit the spider with a huge textbook. Something cracked, and a muffled pained peep was heard under the book. Ah, shit. I didn't mean. The reboot beep turned into a sphere and began blinking with green lights located on its sides. Romic, what's that noise? Can you hurry? Go on, shower, eat your breakfast. You're gonna stay hungry otherwise. I glanced back and forth, threw a tea to cover the robot, and turned around to face my sister. No worries, I just dropped a textbook. Definitely sounded like it was a weight piece or your closet. She googled and ran to the kitchen. All right. Showered quickly, changed clothes, and went to the kitchen to have breakfast with my sister. The robot sphere stayed put on my table. Enjoy. Thanks. Delicious. Where's Dad? He, again, right? Yep, urgent matters. Left the city to visit a branch office or something. Won't be back for the night. He also told me he won't be able to pick up some kind of high security facility. He'll call us himself. As usual. It's you and me. Always. Why so sour? Come on, smile, or I'm going to feel stressed because of you. I smiled weakly. Anya nodded. That's better. And don't just walk around looking all blue. Tell your sis now. What happened? Ask for an advice. Some mystic crap happened. Nah, not up my alley. Go to Yolkin. What's so mystic about that, though? Well, imagine you meet a girl whom you liked for a long time. Ow. Can we make that a boy? Ha, whatevs. Continue. Right, so you talk some talks, you walk some walks, and we eat food and drink drinks. Get to the point. Is about your yesterday guest? Yeah, I mean, imagine that he acts weirdly, but everything else is super fine. And after you've drunk all your drinks and unbutton his shirt and uncover his mighty hairy torso, what kind of a girl is that? You've asked for a boy, haven't you? So, and then it just happens that he isn't the guy, he's someone else. He just looks like a guy. Got it. And then he took his long lost twin, dashed into the room with 20 elephants and a bug up. I shook my head with the saddest expression on my face I could imagine. Anuta, I'm pouring my heart out. I just want to have a laugh. Not true. I'm desperately trying to lift your spirits. Also, what's the initial problem? I don't get it. But I told you, it's a different person. So what? He looks like the guy, right? Are you sure it's fine? Pretty sure. They look alike, so they are basically the same thing. Boobies go first. Oh my god. Then it's their personality or something else. At least while we're still young. Where did you learn? Yeah. That's not cynical. That's practical. So my brother's in love with some twins and can't tell the difference between the two. No, they aren't twins. How else can you confuse someone with another person? I mean, sure, I had heard things about misusage of things, which leads to eye problems, but you even read without glasses. Besides, if they are alike, just take whomever while she's available and stop complaining. Also, jokes aside, to drink some tea with a girl once at your place doesn't really mean anything. I smiled at my sister. It almost felt like we talked nonsense, but it somehow helped. Thanks. Hey, you need another advice? You just asked me. And chew faster. We have to go soon. I'm not running all the way to school. It's so hot outside. When we left the house a little bit earlier than usual. I guess I was lucky, or maybe. Chose the same route, but I saw a familiar figure as soon as we passed the block. Hey, check, yep, that's Christina. Morning. Oh, good morning. Hi, Anya. Is it fine if I walk with you too? Sure. I went silent because I just didn't know what to say. Anya saw my uneasiness and started talking herself, asking Christina about me. Christina, tell me, how's Romic doing at school? Well, fine, I guess. He is generally good at everything except math, but I think he tries his best. Is he now? I thought he just tells us stories. No, he's making great efforts. I felt my cheeks blushing and only managed to say one word. Thanks. Sure, that naked girl from yesterday was a Christina. I hadn't seen an actual naked Christina, but I still feel embarrassed in her presence. Anytime. What about his... Oh, okay. Christina didn't talk much, and it felt like she was thinking about something else. I had a hunch. You don't meet your own doppelganger every day. If only she knew I had answers to her questions. What would she say? Suddenly, the exact opposite event took place as if it repeats itself from yesterday. Christina just continued walking forward without the traffic light. Anya and I grabbed her. Yeah. She almost got hit. Christina, what's with you? Oh, sorry. I mused. Silly, right? That's alright. It happens. Now we're square, I guess. True. What's on your mind then? To days off like that? She may be thinking... Yeah. She angrily Yeah, Roma, stop that. What are you even doing? You can't be like this with girls. I leaned down to Anya's ear and whispered, not a word about yesterday's tea. As soon as I released her, she whacked me violently with her bag. I have no idea what she carries in her bag, but it was a heavy slam. I rubbed my poor head while my sister analyzed the damage, used her pocket mirror. You idiot! You fool! Dumb, stupid, witted pinhead! You ruined my makeup! That was strange indeed. Let me help you. You know, we are not allowed to use makeup, though. Roma, what have you done to your sister? Handkerchief, yeah, cleans her up. That's it. It's totally gone. No more war paint on your pretty face. What's the point? I was careful enough to not bring my lipstick with me, but I really need to be good looking today. If only there weren't any grabby idiots. Do you want to try mine? Here. Don't be upset. You're good looking even without it. Roma, could you hold my bag, please? Hold mine as well. What the fuck? Ugh. I shifted from foot to foot. Patiently, That's because she knows I hate being late. While the school rules aren't that strict for younger students, seniors really have a hard time with discipline as they're in the army. It is quite easy to get an extra shift. Yeah. No, not like this. Let me. Took the lipstick and painted it. Hands. There. I have no idea who the lucky guy is, but he has no chance to remain distracted. My sister checked her face in the mirror and sighed. For real? Indeed, the color suits you so well. Am I right, Roma? Pretty good, I guess. I understood my sister's concern as soon as we saw the school entrance. There was this Andre. If I remember correctly, he also had a bright white and red stripe which indicates being on duty. I immediately remembered how he had fumbled and blushed, giving me homework printouts for Anya. I leaned down to Christina's ear to catch her attention discreetly. Christina, can I ask for something? What? Let Anya go forward. Alone. Sure. I don't mind, but why? She needs it. Look. Anya gave us a glance, fixed her hair, and walked to the entrance. She was a bit tense, but surely had confidence. Is this her lucky guy? Something like that. He is cute. I'm jealous. What? Not in a way you might think, or whatever. Okay, we hurried. We had a math first, and our class mistress was our math teacher. However, this time her table was vacant, and that was actually pretty unusual. She was as punctual as a Swiss watch. She entered the classroom, blah, 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 blah. It is impossible for our Victorian. She was even nicknamed Cyborg because her punctuality. That's why the students noisily started to discuss all the possible reasons for her absence. Stasha saw us entering the classroom together and, with some curiosity, watched Christina and me getting to our desk. She then approached me for the middle row, blah, blah, blah. Romig, morning. Hi. You have caught Christina for me, am I right? I mean, I still have to talk to her about the gym. See, they don't give me the keys for the weekends, and we need the gym badly. Don't exaggerate. I just met her on the way to school. Yeah, sure you did. Sasha, we'll go there after our class, and I'll arrange that. Oops, the teacher is coming. Take your seats. She quickly rushed towards her own seat and was there just in a second. Victoria entered the class. She looked at us sharply and fixed her disapproving eyes on Stasha. Wow, your ears, again. Ouch, sorry, I forgot. She hastily removed her earrings and hid them into her pockets. That's better. Now, attention, please. We have a new classmate to welcome. I hope you are going to help her adapt and blend into our team. It's that fucking girl, isn't it? In the end of May, right? Before vacation? Kind of suspicious, actually. Well, it depends on the circumstance, of course. Who is it going to be then? Yana, come in. The boys were excited to see that the new girl. I glanced quickly at Christina. She calmly flipped through her textbook. The door was open and into the classroom came. I felt an immediate squirt of fear. It was that same girl. Not a mistake. I had memorized her face well. And not just her face, I actually had a chance to memorize every detail. An alien. No need to be a genius to understand why the same alien decided to show up in the same class with a familiar person who knows all the alien existence studies. Are they going to kill me? Erase my memory? Impose will? That's basically how he's doing it. So actually, this is a very great voice acting. Someone needs to hire me right now. Hello, my name is Yana. My parents were relocated. I'm going to live in this town and study with you in this school. That sounded robotic. However, the boys seemed to not care about how she sounded. The girls simply weren't interested at all. There is a vacant seat in the middle. Please take it. Thank you. I'm glad to meet you all. The words were adequate, but her tone was, again, robotic at best. She calmly went to the point desk, which was beside mine. She also turned directly to me and, Roma, good morning. I wanted to return you this after school, but since you are here, please here. She gave me a plastic bag with my clothes and sneakers. The class peered at us once. Thanks. Really? You shouldn't have. No need to worry. It's not inconvenient. Thank you very much. She took out some usual stationery items, school pens, blah. Cyborg raised her eyebrow in surprise. Oh, you know each other. Well, in this case, I believe Roman will gladly show you around. Right. Now let's briefly reiterate what we learned previously. So, right, function, blah, blah, blah. Began taking notes, checking on Yana from time to time. She was writing down the teacher's explanations too quickly, to be honest. The edge of her pen looked fuzzy. Aside from that, nothing too special. Suddenly, I felt something hit me lightly in my ear and then dropped on the floor. I immediately thought that was the beginning of my end. How do you know her? I turned my head discreetly. Stasha was looking directly at me with a question in her eyes. Tell you later. I scribbled and threw a bit of paper back. Victoria heard us, obviously, however decided not to pay attention. The bell rang and Yana immediately came up to me. PE class is next. We have to go downstairs to the first floor. Is that correct? Yes. Is it convenient? Please come with me to the main entrance. Huh? Why? We need to talk. Everybody looking at us, and we're going to stroll out together. It's not like I was worried because of too much attention, but I gathered my belongings inside. Roma, hi. Are you going to introduce us? This is Yana. Yana, this is... I'm glad to meet you. You are Christina, correct? What? How do you know? I realized that Yana said it by accident because of what happened yesterday. Already knew her name. We've talked about you. In amazement, Christina shifted her glance to Yana, then back to me. Me? Why? I mean, I wonder why if it's not a secret. I have immediate words to answer that, and then she continued gazing at me. Her eyes are green. Yana's are blue yesterday. How could I miss that? I have to answer something that is not... Yana saved me. Roma showed me the pictures of your class and was telling about each other and every one of you. I let out a desperate sigh. If she adds something about her picture on my desktop, it's going to burn me with shame on this very spot. Christina gave her a knowing smile. Ah, I see. Well, I have to warn you, if he told you that I forced my classmates to march and sing our anthem out loud, it's not true. He told me nothing of the sort. Instead, he told me that the major half of the organization weighs on you. Have I told you that? And that you are very responsible. Oh, did he say exactly that? I only spread my arms in a helpless gesture. Shook her head and even looked at, a little bit embarrassed. Thank you. I tried to do my best. Oh yes, and take this. She handed a thin booklet of the gymnasium rules and the plan of the building. We usually give these all to the new students. Our gymnasium is quite big. It's easy to get lost. Yana scanned through the booklet and gave it back. Thank you. You, what? She is joking. We have an urgent matter to discuss. Let her inspect that later. Yes, Yana? But I already... Take the book! I made her hold the booklet and dragged her to the door by her hand. Roma, what is wrong with you today? What's she going to think about you? And you were also so mean to your sister this morning. Fuck off. That's what I would have said. I ignored her preaching and left the class with Yana. Roman, what happened? Yana? Or whatever? What are you even doing here? She looked at me calmly. I suddenly realized that I really dragged an alien life form with me. She might easily be yanked out of my arms. What is wrong? Everything! I tried to lower my voice. You have to act as a human, you understand? She was silent for a moment, then nodded. Yes, I do. Do I stand out? Very much so. Let's go somewhere else. Just stay close and walk by my side. Followed by my amused look of our classmate, it's probably a typo. We went downstairs and to the schoolyard. After I made sure that no one was going around, I worked up the courage and resumed our conversation. Why are you here? I arrived on Earth to study. No, I mean, here in this class. I think I can answer your question. It's Alexa. Hey, lucky me, you are both here, and I just wanted to call you. How do you know my number? Somehow this fact surprised me even more than the fact that both alien girls were before me again. Well, our technologies are far more advanced than yours. We can read, copy, overwrite, and erase any information stored in our primitive devices. On top of everything, she smiled cunningly. I actually met your father early in the morning and told him that my niece is going to attend the same gymnasium. Then I asked him for your phone number, and that was it. Did he call you already? He probably forgot. Whatever, not a big deal. Yana had to get in here from the very beginning. Senior classes are perfect for our investigation goals. Tons of emotions, and that's observational material. Considering missteps, and they happened to all at the right time. Yes, I almost outed myself, but Roman was there to help. When is my mentor going to reach me? There's a small problem with your mentor. He somehow ended up dealing with acid compounds, thus won't be able to assist you. Was he attacked? Did someone splash him with acid? Oh, no. You have that as a drink here on Earth. It is sold everywhere. In fact, it also violates the framework of our bodies, so to say, nothing too terrible though. It is reversible over time. I think it was an accident. I'm not ready to study on my own. It is too difficult. Do you not have a replacement? Why not? Here he is. A replacement enough. She pointed at me. For a second, I thought the mysterious alien mentor was standing right after me. And I even turned to look at him. There was nobody behind my back. Are you talking about me? Sure. We need someone to look after Yana and help her blend in. You already know about us, and you helped Yana before. Just do it again. Why on earth do you think I'm jumping into all of this? Oh, that's truly a unique opportunity. You're going to kick yourself hard if you let this kind of adventure just slip through your hands. Maybe. Anything else? Well, that girl whose appearance Yana copied in emergency, Marina? Christina. Right, Christina. You like her, don't you? I glance at Christina standing before the gym entrance, talking to Stasha. Telling the truth, I do. How do you know? I left a robot in your apartment in case you were going to call the press or police or something like that. The little guy saw you talking to a photo of the girl, and that's not common among humans, isn't it? I felt my cheeks flushing. We can help each other. How? By controlling her mind? Brainwashing? Alexa frowned at me. Roma, these are, again, your weird fantasies. Your brains are inviolable. You can't do it. That's a fundamental principle of our ethics. Don't make jokes like that. Sorry. With wise advices, of course, my young earthling, only with advices from the most experienced coach, and believe me, mine are good. Sure. What do I do then? My task is to research the phenomenon of love, taking notes of earthlings' actions and putting together a report. Ooh, that's dry, but quite precise. Deal? You're going to help me get closer to Christina. I'm going to let you observe us. Is that correct? It describes the situation correctly. What is your answer going to be? I agree. I mean, the character, it would be like how the character would not. Splendid. Look after Yana then. I'll pay you a visit in the evening and we'll talk some more, okay? He said, patted me on the shoulder and went towards the gate, exiting without reply. I just felt some curiosity, although belated. But how she got here in the first place? Our security system does not allow visitors so easily. Oh well, just another mystery. Who cares at this point? I am sorry. I don't want to be an inconvenience. Yeah, whatevs. Listen, they already understood that we know each other. We should at least create a backstory. Backstory? She paused and nodded. Backstory is a literary device to provide depth for main events and a plot. It is something needed for... Do you want me to write a backstory for... Not quite. I meant that we should create an explanation of how we know each other. Also, we should both agree on that. Why? It is strange that there is a new girl in the school from another town at the end of the year who just comes and gives a bag with clothes to another student of this. It raises questions. Got it? Got it. Right. Well, I guess you aren't that bad at trying to pass for a human. I trained a lot yesterday. I checked on your computer network, investigated the spectrum of behavior humans in school. Most of the information was taken from entertainment programs, thus I'm trying not to copy them precisely. Your culture is extremely curious. Well, we only have one. Don't worry though, you'll be fine. Just don't demonstrate your powers in public. Like, don't read whole books in half a minute. Don't write notes with speed of a printer. Don't jump over a tall building, or also don't run 100 meters 3 seconds. You get what I'm saying? Run 100 meters. Yeah, physical education is next. Watch the girls and do as they do. Try to blend in. If you'd show inhumanly fantastic results in the long jump, hurdles, or anything else, you'll draw the wrong kind of attention. I understand, Roma. Thank you very much for your concern. I am going to be careful. No worries. Good luck. By the way, I accidentally, well, kind of damaged your spider robot friend this morning. I don't like spiders, you see, and it jumped out unexpectedly. Is that going to be a problem? No, its core, it's almost indestructible. Also, it has self-repair mechanisms. That's my fault. Ended up in your apartment. Alexa was worried about you being in a state of shock, doing something irrational or dangerous for all of us. A state of shock indeed. I'm not even gonna do anything irrational though. Promise. So just pick up your robot this evening. It's on my table, probably repairing itself, cursing me with, words. No, it's not. It is within a 3-meter radius. How could it? I smacked it hard. 3 meters? I cannot define more precisely. The signal is odd, but it's there. She was quiet for a while, then reached out her hand. Give me your bag, please. Give her my bag. She searched through it and extracted the familiar robot sphere. There. I'll take it. Oh. What's with it? I don't understand. It does not recognize me as its matter. She made a melodic sound, which resembles cute 8-bit music. The spider beeped unpleasantly in disagreement and stepped away from her. Come for examination. Now. The robot beeped again and didn't move. Yana, we have to capture it. Our classmates are going to be here any moment now. They'll see it. It doesn't listen. I guess its identification module was damaged by your stroke. Now, it is going to follow its base protocol until its self-repair process is finished. What does this base protocol tell it to do? I don't know. Alexa wrote it. It is most likely going to observe, thus stay as close to you, but not too close. Follow you around. I feel like I'm having it all at once, and it's too much. If they see the robot, I really won't be able just to tell that I made it as a physics homework or something. What are we going to do? We can trap it in an enclosed space. If I can touch it, I'd be able to zap it and reboot the system. An enclosed space? What about an empty classroom? Yeah, it should be perfect. Great. Let's get back, find an empty classroom, and trap it there. How's my plan sound? There are many people in the school building. They might see us. The bell is going to ring shortly. Hallways will be free of people. The robot acted like it was frightened crab, hiding in among the flowers. However, it did follow me around. Took off my jacket and gave it to Yana. Take it. I am not cold. Just use the jacket if someone noticed us. Understood? I understood. I will throw your jacket if anything. You cover the robot with the jacket, not the one who might walk past it. Yana nodded, dead serious. The robot? Right. Understood everything. We were lucky, though, to sneak into the academy with no witnesses. There was no point in entering the classroom when studying. We could still use a restroom mop. The latter had an unofficial name, the official of activity. We didn't have any console, however, And here, got it? Close the door. Quietly. We weren't. What the fuck is going on? It's flying. Grab it. Dude. It made a wreck out of the coffee, blah, 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 and then it finally stopped on the table, looked alarmingly. Be careful, it might accidentally scratch you if you try to grab it. What should I do when it's... Dude, what the fuck? In 283, approximately, we cannot wait for that long. No shit! Try to quickly touch it. Hey, little guy, Spidey, buddy, ballsy, don't run away, please. Mumbling soothingly, I crept closer and finally grabbed it with my hand. Lifting off the table, the robot tried to struggle, but without success, and then I simply hit its legs, turning it into the sphere again. Okay, sick. Yana touched it with her fingers and closed her eyes. I rebooted the system. Shouldn't be a problem anymore. Right. I have another one here, though. Who's going to deal with the mess? Wait, someone's coming. Hide the robot. It was Christina entering the door. She saw the mess and froze in disbelief. And then she suddenly noticed me and looked directly at me. Roma, you? What have you done? Me. Christina didn't see Yana since she was out of her view. Yana took the robot and moved discreetly towards the door. No, me. Why did you do it? I wasn't ever mean to you. This mess. I'll need at least 2 weeks to restore everything. Why do you hate me? She was definitely going to cry helplessly. What a bad day. Yana sneaked behind Christina's back and left the office with the robot. Well, at least we were safe for that. What am I going to say now? Christina, please. I didn't do it on purpose. Listen to me. Not on purpose. How is it possible to wreck it all this accidentally? To run all the papers to what? Well, there was this cat. A cat? What cat? I sighed and started to improvise. this cat, a simple stray cat, it followed me to the hallway, and I wanted to catch it and bring it outside, and then it just ran into this room. And I started jumping and scratching, seeing there's marks on the door and there's left claws. There were complete deep scratches, and then the robot made blah, blah, blah. Christina touched them and frowned. Yes, there were no scratches before. I'm sorry I yelled at you. I deserve it. I should have made it run into another direction. Christina sighed. Everything's a mess. Well, at least I don't need to run 100 meters. I'll stay and start cleaning up. You go, or probably she's going to be mad. Tell him I have an urgent task from the principal and that I had to stay here and work. Do you have it, though? The principal's task? Christina winked at me cunningly. Of course. It's not that urgent, to be honest, but if anything, I simply have to use the opportunity to skip our PE class. I don't like our PE teacher, who was famous for his harsh temper. The student gave his nickname the Big Chief for a reason. Nobody is fond of him except our best school athletes and sports clubs. Even our other teachers don't really like him. I'm not in any of the sports clubs. I wasn't excited to meet him, especially when the alternative was to spend time a whole hour. No, yeah. No, I'm gonna help her. What the fuck? I made the mess. I can help you, right? What? You want to skip too? That's one reason, but not the main one. Sure I do, but I feel really ashamed. This mess is partially my fault. Ah, you do. Skipping is bad. You know that. Fine. Wait here. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Where are you going? To visit our Pavel, of course. I'll let him know officially, so to say. She left the office, and I stayed quietly, wondering how it's even possible that our model class monitor allowed me to skip and almost call our PE teacher by his nickname. She scolded everyone for using it. What a day, indeed. I don't know how they managed to avoid each other, but the next second Christina left the room, Yana entered. Is everything okay? Even better. Look, she's gonna come back in a minute, and we're gonna clean up this mess. Do you get it? Together. Christina, me. Two of us. Alone. Give me that robot of yours. I'm kissing it. Yana stared at me in surprise and gave me the sphere. Roma, I'm sorry for asking. This might be a little too personal, but you do feel physical attraction to girls, am I correct? I can't finish my research with my human-robot relationships. The only exception I can work with is if you have a relationship with humans of your own gender, but that's too complicated. I'd rather not. Come on. That was a joke. I am not that good with humans understanding the concept of humor yet. What do I do now? You go to PE class, I guess. Change it to your sportswear in the locker room. I stopped for a moment and decided that I had to be more specific again. In the girls' lockers room, there are some kind of words, best tries, the average result, change back into the blah, blah, blah. Roma, I am grateful for your detailed instructions. No need to worry. I have been observing the students' behavior for quite some time. Prior to starting my test, I have learned about the female students and their habits as well. I'm not going to change my clothes in the middle of the hallway or break a world record. Also, I think the girls will be curious about how we knew each other. We have to give different students similar answers, as you said before. We will have to tell the truth. Unacceptable. No, not at all, of course. You are my neighbor, relative, came from far away, and I'm helping you fit in. That's it. Acceptable. However, just in case, she gave me a tiny ball. Pin it to your collar, please. I will be able to communicate with you through it, if anything. But the people around me. It is designed to transfer sound waves through your bones using vibration. You won't hear a thing. I won't use it to spy on you. Please act as you usually do. You won't spy on me. Right. Roma, you are forgetting something. Yana approached the door and smiled. This time she managed way better than the first time. However, the smile still looked a little bit off. I'm not human, naturally. You aren't worried that a ceiling lamp stares at you, am I right? That's different. A lamp isn't a sentient being. How do you know that? Some aliens come to Earth to live in your houses as home appliances, just like your cooling fan. Don't tell me it's from another planet. It's not. That was a joke. Was it a successful joke? Yes, I believed you. Don't worry. You actually have an amazingly small number of aliens on your planet. It is truly an accident that you've met Alexa and myself. 1,000,000 to 1 shot. She left the office and I listened to her departing footsteps. At least a very huge mess. I picked up the papers, trying to not shuffle them, and put the folders on the shelves. And I collected the pens. The office became more how it was. I was putting back the last document case when Christina entered. She checked the room and gasped in amazement. Wow, you did almost everything yourself. Well, nothing too serious. And Thank you anyway. If I knew it was doable, I wouldn't have asked to let us skip the class. I honestly have zero intention of to see Big Chief standing by me instead of Christina. I had some hope deep inside and decided to make it clear. May we need to finish sorting out this mess. It was pretty huge. I wouldn't dare to ask, but since you offered, sure, there's a lot to do. Still, we can hopefully finish before the next class. The whole hour with Christina. Oh yes, that's cooler than an alien girl in my apartment. Christina showed me an army of pasteboard boxes near the table. Right. Start with these. These are the archive boxes. Papers just pile up every month. We aren't allowed to throw them away since they are documents. You can't just throw away a receipt or bill of a purchase of 3 packages of paper, fasteners. Oh no, the account department will eat you alive if you do that. So put the papers with the markers inside the boxes with the same colored markers. She winked at me. Oh, one fine day we are going to drop off all at a recycling point and double our school budget. Gymnasium, of course, blah blah blah. We can thank that cat, honestly. If not for it, the papers would have been lying around for another month or so. Began sorting out these papers according to their markings. Nothing's too difficult. Blue goes into the blue box, yellow into the yellow, green, like Christina's eyes, into the green box. Yes. I surely would prefer standing there near the window, holding her hands. Instead of doing paper sorting things, we could watch the beautiful sky with its clouds. Yana would have plenty observational data. However, it was still nice to stay. Christina and me alone, keeping ourselves busy, telling casual jokes at each other every time we discover a lone sport shoe on a file cabinet or a carefully rolled up poster with a bodybuilder hidden deep inside shelves and behind folders. It's my lucky day. I would have wrecked their office a long time ago if I only knew I could just offer my help with Christina. The office room finally looks like there were never hysterical alien robots havoc. Looked at me pensively. Roma, may I take advantage of your kindness just once more? Go on. Can you climb onto the table and wipe the dust off the lamp casing? It's so dusty up there. The monitor's averaging height is not very impressive. We can't reach it. I glanced at Christina with visible doubt. She wasn't that much shorter than me. She understood my glance and smiled. I was talking about our average height. Sure, I can reach it if I go up on my toes, but it isn't enough to wipe it clean. Say no more. That was very smart of me to not put it on my blue socks with silly penguins this morning. If I remember correctly, I did it because of our PE class. Who would have thought Christina's gonna see them? Be careful though. There's a little switch on the back of the casing, and if you press it, it was already late. I accidentally touched the tiny switch without knowing about it. The case started to slowly slide under my fingertips. I gasped, expecting to hear the distinct, unexpressive noise of shattered glass. Christina darted forward, stretching out her arms, and caught the casing right before the top. Woo! She looked at me, blew off a lock of her hair that covered her eye, and smiled. That casing goes off and drops down. Yes, exactly like that. Wow. Unbelievable swiftness. I was ready to sweep glass shatters and clean the room again. I played tennis. Somewhat. Christina gave me back the casing and waited for me to get down after I returned it to its rightful place. What would I do without you? She sighed. There's so much work and so few people. I don't have enough time. I can't even believe it all. And you're making straight A's on top of everything else? You don't know what it takes. Why push yourself? Because reasons. Sorry, let's talk about it another time. She got 2 cups and some sugar from the cupboard. Thank you very much. I reckon we deserve 2 cups of coffee, am I right? Would you? With pleasure. She only had instant coffee, but it was still pretty good. Before suggesting me a cup, Christina put some kind of powder in our coffee, just a pinch, from 2 tiny jars. Is that pepper? Early took my first sip and... What'd you add? I think I recognize the vanilla scent, but what else? That's cinnamon. Noted. I'll surprise my sister tomorrow morning. She's a huge fan of coffee. Aren't you a thoughtful brother? She was looking at me with interest. It seems you are doing a great job at being the older sibling. Is it hard? It depends. I mean, I think that I'm used to it, and because of that, it's not a big deal in my opinion. If you want, I can rent my sister to you. A great opportunity to take a break from her. I have to cook for myself, but I'll also be able to watch sci-fi instead of her TV series, and she won't lecture me for some reason. She's younger than you, isn't she? Shouldn't you do the lecturing? Technically, I should, I guess, but it's always her. Somehow. Oh, maybe I should talk to her after all, since you suggested so kindly. You go. I'll look at you when you bring her back. Tried to pay me money for taking her away. Christina tried to frown sternly, but her eyes laughed. Okay, I've heard that. By the way, I don't want to intrude, but you were somewhat aloof this morning. Are you alright? I'm fine. Why are you asking? Well, no, I worry about you. That's sweet. It's just, I was tired and was imagining things, I guess. Can you believe that? I thought I saw a girl in the park who popped out from the bushes. She looked like me, her hair, her uniform, like mine. I was at the nurse's office this morning. I thought that's a bad sign. I thought I'd have to plan which belongings to pack for hospital, whom to choose to delegate my responsibilities to. I felt plainly ashamed. I know she saw what she saw, and that it really was her copy. The nurse laughed, though, told me I needed more sleep and that it's nervous exhaustion. You do overwork yourself. What do you mean? Do I look worn out? She smiles and fixed her hair. I don't mean it like that. We are here for almost an hour and nobody came in yet. It means you do everything yourself, right? It's too early. The monitors come here after class. We all do our part there after tons of work for ourselves. She smiled dreamily and looked at the calendar on the wall. That is fine. When the school year is over, I'm going to only sleep for a week. Then I'm going to the country for another whole week. No computers there, no papers, no documents. Do I have weird dreams? I like them, especially the part about spending a week at the countryside with no computers. Would also be good for my sister. She spends a whole life on the computer. You sound like her father. What can I do? Our own father works a lot. We practically live alone. I guess it's a habit now. Wow. Aren't you the responsible one? She stayed quiet for a minute, fidgeting with the pencil. About your sister and her computer, we can think of something. There's spare rooms, you know. You could both come visit. My parents rarely spend time in our country cottage, and I get bored there, occasionally. She said it with this tone, like she didn't mean it, but she directly looked at me, almost x-raying me. A summer cottage? In the country? With a girl like her? Without parents? Oh my god, yeah. You don't know how much you're risking here. I can take it literally. Grab Anya and come. For real. Sure, do it. She paused and smiled. We've got unpainted fences and weedy garden patches. Also, the house is a mess. It wouldn't hurt to have 2 extra pairs of hands. And there was me, thinking it was a trick. What, change your mind already? No way. I'm in. Wow, again. Well, we might really be able to go in 3 weeks, roughly. When our classes are over, I won't be able to see you if your plans change. Just call me. Can't do. I heaved a deep sigh. What? Why? I don't have your phone number. You don't? Well, you should add me now then. I took my phone out of my pocket and it was switched off. It was there with no phone calls from my dad. Maybe he called, maybe not to worry. He could call Anya and tell her to talk to me if anything. I tried to turn on my phone, but it produced a weak, pitiful beep for a brief moment. Showed the lit screen with a dead battery. I don't get it. I charged it this morning. Well, it happened. She wrote her phone number on a piece of paper and gave it to me. Call me when it's charged. What's your phone number, by the way? It's going to have to wait until the evening. I still didn't memorize mine. Wait here. I'll be back. She smiled and went out to get a coffee cup. She was away, and I was grinning like a dummy. After what happened today, even if they would kidnap me if they're flying saucer, even if they would erase my memory, even if they would insert their probe into my... Could we maybe agree to no probes? Soon, Christina returned with clean cups. She looked at the papers cautiously and put a sack into her bag with a sigh. Well, we cleared out the mess. I'll work with the rest at home. So many papers at the end of school year. This class is over. Was our big chief angry at me? Christina corrected me pointedly. Pavel told me you'll still need to pass the test, so don't get excited. He agreed to free you for the class, though, and said that I should watch over you. Sounds suspicious. I don't like it. Oh well. I have French now. See you after. She smiled at me, took a few steps toward the exit, then stopped, turned to face me again. Roma, thank you for all your help. That was embarrassing. Everything happened because of me. But it's also pointless to stress about that now. Woo! Roma, your friend here is truly something, let me tell you. Yes, Yana? You should have seen her. It was nothing. I felt concerned. What happened? What happened? She almost got me. During the dash, the difference between our results is less than a second, see? I kind of don't. I mean, you are a runner. What's the fuss about? She started 2 seconds later. I might not be a runner, but it's our school's record, and she technically broke it. Why didn't you tell me that you're going out with track athletes? I am not. We barely know each other. Are you sure? I mean, barely known. To me, folks, somebody don't wash my sportswear. All right, I shouldn't forget to wash mine today. We are not dating. We just live in the same house. You what? Stasha, an apartment house. Oh, shucks. I almost imagined a thing or two. She turned to Yana. Guys, I'm saving this. I don't know if this is just the first episode. I don't know. Wait, you gotta towel screen. Yeah, you gotta give me a second. So I don't know. When I look at Steam, it's saying there's a free episode, but I don't, yeah. So I don't know. If there is, I'll continue it another time, but until then, thank you for watching. I'm out of breath because I don't know how to read aloud properly. As you can see, I mess up a lot of times, but we have fun. So, you know what? This has been 24 Night, Leon for short. Please take it easy. I'm going to go breathe now. And also, by the way, no, I need to critique the game. The game is cool. I could see where you're going. It's really awesome. Keep going with it. The only thing for me is the weird, like little sister thing at the beginning. That's a lot of animes do it, but it's still like, yeah, it still like rubbed me the wrong way. But other than that, like it was pretty heartfelt, interesting story. So keep going. I appreciate it. If you guys like this, go check it out because it is awesome. Again, I love visual novels, so keep it going. All right, take it easy.